history of creating globalization. Like, I think the whole reason Columbus was going searching for India was to get cotton. And within 100 years of hitting the New World and bringing back the seeds of the cotton from the New World to Spain, within 100 years by land route, the entire 90% of the cotton grown in India and China switched to the American bred, or American developed and bred cotton that fast. Can you imagine by land seed going from first Columbus takes it back to Spain from where was he? Near Cuba, right? Brings that seed back, and in 100 years, China and India, that were huge cotton producing countries, abandoned their varieties and grew the American cottons. One of which was a yellow, brownish yellow cotton that became very popularly grown in China in the Nanking area. And another odd little fact is that of all the imports into the colonies of the United States, the top import was this hand-woven, hand-spun, Nanking, naturally colored cotton from China. It's what they were importing. It had originated in the New World and it had gone into China, and they were bringing shiploads of it, and it was the highest value import into the colonies. So cotton is has a history of creating a very globalized world. And I began working with this in 1982, and I fell in love with the color. The fiber of the ones that I started working with were too short, thin, and too coarse. And I started reading through the fiber quality, easier to spin, and to make them consistent. So that when I planted a brown seed, I got a brown cotton plant. And in all that work, green popped out. And my variety, my original seed stock came from the USDA Seed Bank, and they had collected it from the Cajun people in Louisiana. And the Cajun people in Louisiana got their seeds from the slaves who were not allowed to grow white cotton in their gardens. They could only grow colored cotton. And so this is in the United States. Colored cotton was grown by slaves. So I developed my first varieties by the late 80s, and I commercialized them as spinning mills, mostly in Japan. And by the mid-90s, some mills in the United States had picked it up, and then the business grew, and all this time I continued breeding and growing cotton for production and sale. And along that time, I continued selling through, I had a mail order business and sold yarn to hand weavers and knitters. And that business is what I used to sell the results of my fabric research and development. So my big company produced the cotton, paid for breeding research and fabric and development research, and then I would sell the fabrics through my mail order company. The big company ended in the year 2000, and since then I've just kept my small company, and I live in Cape Valley, and I got a flock of sheep, and I tried to go biodynamic. That's why I have the sheep. So the sheep are for the soil fertility, and also they have a really fine wool. These are Merinos, and they were the flock of these people that inspired me to go into organic farming back when I was in high school. It was their flock, and they had them because they were trying to do biocontrol starve salt. And the flock was going to go to the water, so I took them. And Robin helped a lot. I didn't know anything about sheep, and she was really a big help to me. And I struggled along, and that's what the story is. Now, the pelts I have here are from the Merinos, and because of the Fibersmith project, I sought a local tannery. And the deal is, in California, they can't use chrome, which is what most everybody, and I used to send my pelts to be tanned in Pennsylvania. That's the main place everybody uses. And they use chrome, but it's not allowed in California. We have very strict water rules. So this tanning is not machine washable. It's there aren't toxic wastes to clean up, and this is also a a tannery that's, what do they call it, taxidermists. They do
that's
like,
their main
for the Cal Academy of Sciences, they have all these zebras and, and all these animals that are gonna be, you know, stuffed and in display at museums. But they do this for people, and I am thrilled with how soft. I don't know if you want to feel how soft. It came back so much softer than what they do in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania stuff, yes, you can wash it, but it's nowhere as soft as this.
But you could hand wash these.
I imagine. I have just got them. This is the.
Wow.
And like to clean out some leftover mat,
You can
we brush them with a fine brush.
Yes,
and-
you can. But never,
And wash
all the wool I've gotten tan, there's always little bits way at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's
Part
big.
of California rangeland.
Yeah.
Your finished product.
So I sell wool, this merino wool spun, and the spinning, I've tried many spinners. The most success I've had is with this spinner in Vermont that is certified organic. So my farm is CCOF certified organic. I certify my farm, but the sheep I just register with the state CBFA because it's $750 each certification, and I do the farm. So anyway, they're registered, and I use the certified organic processing for the spinning. So of the wool,
That spinner's a co-op too.
and it's a co-op, it's employee-owned co-op mill, and it's a great mill. They can't do fine enough yarns though. They can only go to like 4,000 yards. But this is a 1,500 yard per pound yarn, and I sold a few hundred pounds of straw wool to a bird for keeping warm, which she's going to do her own line. And this year, I still have a few hundred pounds of this fine yarn. So this year's crop of wool, I'm turning into a worsted weight and a super bulky weight of my old sheep. So the black sheep, the darkest ones, when they age, they go silver. And when the brown sheep get older, they go light brown. So I have a lot of silver and light brown, and so I'm making this super bulky old used bulky that is going to be really soft, but very well made, well constructed. And I'll have that in a couple of weeks.
And your white will be in worsted weight.
And the white will be in the worsted weight, the black will be in the worsted, and every color. There's black, white, silver, light brown, and real brown. So the real brown is a young brown sheep. Well, here's a black, let's see, here's a brown. This is a young brown. Well, no, this is silvery too. Look at the color. So it's not like, they have variation, but let's see if I can find more brown. Okay, so see how brown this is compared to black? So this is a young brown, and that's a young black. And when they age, they just get lighter and lighter. So the 9 and 10-year-olds are very light. So that's what I have a lot of wool from those guys. The cotton, this year, I have 20 acres prepared, and I'm working on ginning the seeds and getting it all ready, and I'll be growing on my farm again this year, brown, this brown and another brown, and a little bit of green and some white for amber. And I grew a bale of cotton that Amber bought, and you bought, and getting processed now at the mill in North Carolina. But all the rest of my wool, of my cotton, I grew either in California when I was in Bakersfield or in Arizona, where I had a farm there. So my farm, because the cotton is so different from white cotton, they kept the cotton industry outlawed, and so I moved from Bakersfield to Arizona, and then there I had to move here, and so there's all this there was a lot of moving around, and cotton lasts forever in a bale. And I still have bales. I have bales in my barn that I grew 20 years ago. So it doesn't, as long as you can store it, you can keep using it. So that's my story.
And the fabric that she has, like 9 of these bolts, which is what the main source for our fabric is that we can work with the show, but we can also dye it, and Rebecca has colors when we dye the brown, what it looks like. This is a lovely indigo on top of it. It's gorgeous.
I don't know if you can see these, but the color grown cotton,
Do you still have a good So you can do, this is California native plants plus one farmed species. So it's toyons and coyote brushes. And then California, the seed variety that I've worked on for the Japanese indigo here. And then California black oak. But anyway, that's the native chaparral color species on the color grown cotton. So we can do that. And then this is just the variations of Japanese indigo on the cottons. So I can help with that, and there's lots of people who can help, or I can teach you how to do it yourself.
And I have a book, you can just get that, that's the cheapest way to go. And Sally, this is $22 a yard, right?
When you
And
buy
the
it by
width.
the whole roll.
Yeah.
When you buy it by the roll, it's $22 a yard. If you just buy it by the yard, it's $40 a yard. If I have to roll it out,
And how much is the roll?
they're 30, roughly 35. Each one it has a label when you opened it up, it said what it was. I'm
Okay.
sure you kept the paper.
I don't remember.
Well, the paper you would have with the wrapping, right? Because we're gonna have to wrap it up again. It'll say how many yards it is, exactly, and that's just
And the
what I
width
charge.
is what again?
60.
That's a big
Or
one.
58, 60, we can measure it right now.
So 22 a yard in the roll, and then separately, like by yard, it's 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless there's a collective purchase.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
best
buy
thing to
the
do is
referencing
5
and
people
budget.
go together and buy the roll.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Let's do it.